Hello and welcome back to CK2 with the Historical Immersion Project as the Republic of Amalfi. The slightly bigger Republic of Amalfi since the Doge, the previous Doge now actually I think, seized the county of Neapolis. Which of course we would have preferred he didn't do, but that's okay. We'll get our own county soon enough. He's still also fighting this peasant revolt here. Why he doesn't just bring his army down and kill them, I have no idea. Anyway, meanwhile we're making a pretty healthy amount of money from our vast array of trade posts. Also last time we seized another trade post from one of our rival families, I think it was the Musco. I think they're, I guess, building one now, which is okay for them. Still, Rufo isn't building one. What are you doing? The worst merchants ever. Don't even have any trade posts. So we are probably going to want to start upgrading our either our city, which is called Napule now? Is that the case? Commune of Napule. Whose culture is causing that? It was Neapolis, if under Greek culture. But well, we hold the actual city, so I'm not sure if it's our culture that is supposed to determine it, or if it's the culture of the county holder, who is also Greek, though. No idea. Anyway, whether it's Napule or Neapolis, it doesn't really matter. Since I came to Amalfi, we've never had a shortage of soldiers reinforcing our troops. Okay. Alright, this is the Marshal is doing a good job event, but from the perspective of the Marshal rather than of the Liege. Okay, that's good. I can't fall asleep quickly at night, I just can't. There's so many distracting noises. Night guards walking around, animals outside making noises, the things I think inside my head. When will it stop? 85% chance of us experiencing much stress for 6 months or so. And 15% chance that we gain the trait stressed outright. Okay, so I guess we got the less bad outcome there. But it's not great. We are still the expected successor of the current patrician, or the current doge rather, who's a pretty old guy, so he'll probably die soon naturally. But of course we could always help it along a bit. Seems like not much in the way of plot power there. We'll just let him die of his own natural causes. And we could, let's see. We have diligent, don't have any pressing reason to go on a grand hunt. We could lose slothful and gain diligent, or we could lose coward and gain brave, but since we already have those traits, obviously no reason to do that. We could convert to our liege's culture, become Southern Italian. I wonder if the Neapolis Napule thing is because of his Southern Italian culture. I think we'll just stay Greek. I don't think the culture matters that much. Minus 18 is not a huge penalty. Why don't we just go on a pilgrimage then? Seems like a reasonable thing to do. Gain 20 piety. Let's see. We'll go to a holy site in the west, of which the only one available is the Tomb of St. James in Santiago. Sounds good. Probably would make a lot more sense to just go to Rome. I'm ready to walk the way of St. James. My uncle and heir is my regent. You look out across the beautiful valley stretching out before you. It would be a wonderful moment, if not for the fact that there should be no valley here. You are a pilgrim in an unfamiliar land, and you have no idea where you are. So, we can have a 30% chance of being wroth, or a 30% chance of becoming patient, which we are not already, so yeah, let's try and become patient. Excellent. That is a good trait. As you pass through a small village along the pilgrim's path, an old woman comes up to you. She has recognized you as a pilgrim, and explains that her daughter and her family live close to your destination. They are suffering hard times, and she asks you to bring them a large purse of money. So, of course, I will help you, or, of course, I will help you and secretly add some money of my own. Of course, I will help you and keep the money for myself, so I would lose charitable and gain deceitful for that one, which I'd probably keep charitable. That seems fine. Or I can lose the trait charitable. Let's secretly add some money of our own. We're just kind like that. Santiago. You have finally arrived at Santiago, the oldest major pilgrimage site in the West. It is an inland town close to the Atlantic Ocean, with origins going back to at least the Roman Empire. The fabled Way of St. James is a long road to travel, and you have passed through many towns and villages on your way here. The legend holds that as St. James's remains were brought here by ship from Jerusalem, they were lost at sea due to a storm, but soon after, they were miraculously washed ashore covered in scallops. Because of this, scallop shells have become a popular souvenir among pilgrims. Your mind dwells on the legends of this holy place, and you make your way through the crowds towards the center of town. I must remember to bring a seashell home with me. The stories of other pilgrims all spoke of how impressive this place is. Now that you can see it with your own eyes, you can only join in their praise. You are glad that you came here, to one of Christianity's holiest places. 20 piety for us. And then we return home. Almost instantly. So good. We gain some nice extra piety. Though of course we're still lustful. When the hot cautery touched the open wound, I couldn't hold the scream back. I cursed the doctor, who only laughed, told me to take it easy and not pick at the wound. How were we wounded? That's terrible. Oh well. Just gained a mysterious wound, I suppose. Cardinal Sergio of Rialto has been given a seat in the College of Cardinals. What's going on with the College of Cardinals? The Pope is the Gaelic Pope, who House of O'Brennan. I guess he's Irish. Good for him. The College of Cardinals. I'm assuming we don't have anybody. There's a one from Venice. That's the guy from Rialto, I guess. Mostly from the Holy Roman Empire. The Duchy of Capua. We don't even have a best candidate. I guess we have no church holdings, so that's why. My half-sister became a Grey Eminence. Very nice. Well, not that nice, I suppose, but better than not being a Grey Eminence. Let's look at what we can upgrade here. Yeah, we can definitely go ahead and upgrade to Great Mansion 2, which gives us a higher levy size and, importantly, more tax income and greater trade post limit. In fact, the Constantios family here is already up to a trade post limit of 2. Mostly from the adult male family members in court, it seems. And the old wound that we still don't know how we got has finally healed, so that's good. This county is now Catholic and is not being converted. The previous patrician was Orthodox, so he was trying to convert it, I think. An impoverished knight had recently died, leaving behind an orphan child. I really feel pity for the unfortunate youth who has no family left. I'll try to find the child a good place to live in. Okay. We gain 15 prestige. Also a really interesting mix of cultures around here. Langobardish. Greek over here, obviously, and of course in the Byzantine lands, and Central Italian. Up here, what's this one? It's held by Southern Italian, and the actual holding is Langobardish. And of course we have the Maghreb Arabic culture down in Sicily. Sunni religion trying to convert these provinces. A lot of interesting stuff going on in this region, which is kind of why I like it. Though I had thought Germanos to be a more reasonable man, his request to be allowed to duel his rival was slightly erratic. Oh. So my uncle and heir wants to duel someone. I guess we can let him. Though he's a pretty good character, I wouldn't mind too much playing as him. So we can banish him to the Aegean Islands, good lord. I'm going to allow it. Why not? Oh, what's going on here? Claim on Salerno. Somebody take the city. Or is this is this war to take the city? I wanted to take this city. This is my trade post. I guess that is probably not going to happen. Though I wonder if we could sneak in and declare our own war? He's going to siege the trade post, or siege the city, rather. But we could get a decent war score from fighting this army. Probably not going to win it, though. We wouldn't be able to siege back the trade post, I don't think, because we wouldn't be hostile to the Doge. Maybe we can go ahead and declare war to seize the city up here, though. The city of Gaeta. We better do that. Kind of been a bit lax about pressing these CBs we have, and we're losing out because the Doge is getting there before us. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this done quickly then. He has 400. Compared to my more than 400, I think? 700? Perhaps we'll try and do this without having to raise mercenaries then. Unless he has some allies we need to worry about. Oh man, he does have allies. King of Bosnia. Probably should be a little bit worried about. 2,000. Will take him a while to get around here though. With any luck he'll raise his troops and we can fight them and win the war before Bosnia can even arrive. If we had to sit here and defend, what is the terrain like? It's hills, so that would be good, and it seems like river crossings to everywhere. So, I mean, if he brings his whole in excess of 2,000 troops, we couldn't hold out against them with our numbers unless we hired mercenaries. I'm going to go ahead and declare the war and deal with any problems as they arrive. He might not even call in the King of Bosnia. Let's see. Only two flanks here. We don't have a third one, but we can get up there and hopefully... Oh, well, now that I think about it, we don't want to attack into hills and across a river, do we? Maybe he'll leave. Called in the Grand Prince of Hum, or Hum, possibly? Possibly we should just go ahead and hire mercenaries. We can support them for... Actually, we can probably support them indefinitely. We'll probably make more money than it costs to pay them. 6 gold, and we're making 750. Yeah, no reason not to then. So it looks like we're going to have to attack in over the river into the hills, which It's obviously not ideal. Sure. Can't do much with the commanders there, so we'll just wait for them to get their morale up to 100% or thereabouts. The lazy, ungrateful dock workers in Amalfi are refusing to unload ships. Citing poor working conditions and low pay, they will not let anyone pass their picket line. Troops from all the major families are working together to quickly silence the leaders of these mobs. The costly delays in shipping are unavoidable at this point. Well, that's no good. Fortunately, as I said, we are able to maintain these mercenaries indefinitely, despite the setback there. Okay, so let's just assume that everywhere has river crossings here. Capua, yeah, it only borders 4 counties, and there are 4 river crossings, so we can logically work out that there's no way for us to enter without a river crossing. Okay, low clergy obligations. Fair enough. Up to 50%. Oh, another merchant caravan, so we're getting another free eunuch. It seems he only called in this Grand Prince and not the King of Bosnia, which is probably good. He doesn't have much in the way of troops. Yeah, we'll accept your gift. Okay. Seems fine. Okay. So, we don't quite have 10 to 1 numbers here. If I'm reading this, yeah, it says here actually. Still not quite used to these new interface thingies in this mod. Although I've been playing this mod so much that if I went back to the vanilla game I probably wouldn't be used to those either. Either way, we win the war and take the city. So yes, I'll accept. And yeah, let's... Oh wow, and the Doge won his war and apparently took this county, so it's nice for him. Though again, this county is passed down within his family and is not given to the next Doge that succeeds. Which should be us, still. We're ahead by 200 or so, which I think is probably not enough to absolutely guarantee it, but should make it pretty likely. Finally, my wife is pregnant. Excellent. Let's go ahead and actually just disband our personal levies. Who else can we declare war on? Let's see, we have Santa Fiora, so we could declare war on the Holy Roman Empire. Oh man, who has West Francia now under him. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably not a good idea. What else? I think we have Napoli. Well, we have the city of Napoli, not the county. And we have the city of Salerno, not the county. I think did we take the city of Salerno? What am I doing? I don't even remember. No, we didn't. So we can't take that since the Doge holds it, and we just took the city of Gaeta. So I guess what we would like to do is declare war on him as soon as our truce is up to take the county. Though hopefully we'll just become the Doge and won't have to worry about somebody else doing it before us. And one thing I should have done before actually is, because this building project takes so long, set my steward to oversee construction here. So finish on the 14th of August, 898, and after we place him there, still the 14th of August, or is it going to update? Or is our mansion no longer considered to be in Neapolis because, or no longer considered to be in Amalfi, but rather Neapolis? Is that the case? Yeah, okay. Apparently we live in, our whole mansion got uprooted and moved to Neapolis when we took that. So now we're finished 18th of July, 897, which is much better. That means, in fact, that we should have our guy training troops in Neapolis, and also, well, if he was collecting taxes, we should have him doing that there, but he's not. But in the future, we should do that. So we have another Gaelic cardinal in the College of Cardinals. So I think there's nothing we can really do with these mercenaries, so we may as well go ahead and disband them. And that will be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and join me again next time. We are still not the Doge, but hopefully it'll come soon.